Hello again. Those of us who remember our history lessons at school might perhaps recollect the expression no taxation without representation, which was of course popular in the 18th century. This was a slogan of American colonists who felt that if they were to pay taxes to the Crown, then it would only be fair for them to be represented in Britain's Parliament. This festering grievance led eventually to the American War of Independence. It is truly extraordinary that we now have to raise this same rallying cry in Britain almost 300 years later. Council taxes are rising by between 5 and 10%. Some of the money raised is being used for such peculiar things as paying for free driving lessons for illegal immigrants. Many people paying the taxes are furiously angry about that kind of thing, and they plan to punish both Conservative and Labour councils when local elections are held in May. It will be recalled that 21 local authorities were due to go to the ballot box in May. Reform was likely to do brilliantly in those elections, which neither of the two major parties were all that happy about. For this reason, of the 21 county councils due to hold elections, no fewer than 18 have asked the government for permission to cancel them, so that they can have time to reorganise themselves into larger authorities. This is part of devolution, a process begun by the Conservatives when they were in power. Essentially, Labour and the Conservatives are now joining forces with a view to preventing reform from making a grand showing at the local elections and thus achieving a political breakthrough which would set them on course to be major challengers in the next general election. What this means is that if permission is granted for those local authorities to cancel the elections, that the electorate will have no opportunity to show the big parties how they feel about them and to demonstrate what they think about not only the rising council tax, but what the money raised is being spent upon. If they are cancelled, then voters in many parts of the country would be fully justified in saying that there should be no taxation without representation and perhaps withholding payment of their council tax. This is an issue which sparked a revolution in America in the 18th century and could very well provide the spark which would ignite a popular movement in Britain today. Increasing council tax while denying voters a voice is a stitch-up being carried out by both the major parties. It is gerrymandering or electoral malpractice on a truly grand scale.